So that's the first thing we have to do is watch our film and be honest. One of the most difficult movies I watched a few years ago was those seven, it was the Central Park 7, those black kids that was in Central Park that was, went through that whole ordeal, right? Have any of you heard of it? Saw it, right? It was difficult, right? Watching movie. I was angry. I was hurt. It was so jacked up. You know what I would do while I'm watching? I would press pause and walk away and go do something. And for years, that's what many of us have been doing, pressing pause, fast forwarding. Not rewinding. Fast forward. Get up and go to the bathroom. I want to see this. When the commercial come on, I want to see this. But it's bigger than you selling real estate. It's bigger than that. You're here because right now is your assignment. It's your assignment. People, this is their first time, or this is their dream home. Like, this is something that they wake up and it gives them so much fulfillment. So you're not just putting somebody in a crib. You have to look like, this is my ministry. I'm spreading the table. This is somebody's opportunity to separate from what they used to be, but now you're bringing them to another place. So you can't look at this as you just selling real estate. This is an assignment. But I first need you to watch your film. And let's be honest so you'll know that you're not the only person. How many of us in here need to watch our film and be honest? It's easy. It's easy to go to work and act like everything is peachy, everything is straight, but we're still trying to navigate. Don't even talk about politics. When the whole political thing was going on, man, I was so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed. You got black, you got white, you got Republican, you got this, you got that, and we just sitting there allowing the world to make us get distracted by without looking at our assignment. They're making us choose sides. Why do I have to choose a side? Why? Why do I have to choose a side? Why can't I just do me? Why can't I just do me? But we bring all of that, and then we want to come and expect to do a job. But I'm just asking you for you and for those that you serve, I just ask you to watch a film. Can I be honest? About 3 weeks ago, I went back to Jersey to visit my dad. My dad has Alzheimer's, right? And like he said, I work with men. And I deal with a whole lot of getting them to try to forgive and heal. And here I'm with my father, and for years I've been pissed. But I went out there afterwards, probably about a year ago, giving a testimony like, I forgave my father and I'm healed, yada, yada, yada. Like, feeling really good. But my wife went back home with me about a month ago. And while we was there, my wife looked at me. She was like, you being real short with your dad. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? I'm cool. She was like, nah, bruh. You being real short. So I was like, okay. And I'm like, I like to watch my film. So I said, I'll deal with it. So I started interacting with my father, John. And I realized that I was performing. Why? Because it was still pain there. Because I was still mad and angry and hurt that he didn't marry my mom. That he sprung my mom along. That he gave her false promises. And my wife looked at me, she was like, Shon, what you gonna do? And I had to start looking at it. And this is just about 3 weeks to a month ago. I realized, I looked at my wife and I said, man, I get it. She said, what? I said, I don't want to forgive him. I said, I realize that. I said, I just don't want to forgive him. I said, I wanted to forgive you. And see, my wife and I, we went through a very difficult situation. And because we're transparent, I told you, I just go wherever we need to go. But my wife stepped out on me. And I had to make a decision. Do I stay or do I go? And I'm like, yo, I don't have to stay. The Lord like, yo, what you going to do? You going to leave? You going to hit the reset or you going to fight? See, we want to get better, right? But see, we want what it look like, but we don't want what it feel like. We want better, but we don't want to pay the price. Movie come on, oh, I make a little sly comments. Why? Because I want her to hurt. Like, yo, why does she get away with it? And she doesn't have to pay for anything? Like, I just have to suck it up? You're like, yo. He said you wanted more, right? You said you wanted more, but not like this. I got to a place, man, I said, all right, Lord, if you want me to stay, because I do love her, but if you want me to stay, you got to heal me. And I'll be honest, I started getting mad at God. Why? Because he started healing me. The pain started leaving. And I'm like, this is not fair. She gets to get away with this. It's not right. I had to come to a place and I said, you know what? Lord, I surrender, man. And he healed me. He healed me. And still today, I got to be mindful of triggers. Not 30 years ago, I'm talking about today. Have to be mindful with triggers. But I said the difference is I wanted to heal. I wanted to forgive you, but I don't want to forgive him. But that day I said, on the way back from Jersey, I said, today I choose to forgive.